Ready, go. Okay, something like that. All right, so about 5 years ago, I made a video during kind of like the beginning of the pandemic, May of 2020, I think. So just a couple days ago, somebody had left a comment asking, how do I do that strum pattern in the chorus? And it's for the song Hold On by the Alabama Shakes. Now, as I understand it, they are now back together and heading on tour, which might spark some interest in listeners. They're doing a pretty cool social media campaign. Also, I'm very excited because they are playing right down the road from my house in September, and I have my fingers crossed. I don't have a gig on the schedule that day. I'm hoping that I don't, so I can go check that out. This chorus section, this person requested some help with the ultimate goal being able to sing and play that part. So in order to be able to sing over that part, you're going to make this part a part of your muscle memory. So I'm going to break this down a little bit more in detail than I did in that original video, but if you'd like to check out that original video, I'll put a link up here somewhere or down here, or check to the description or the comments. It'll be somewhere. You can also see what this mug looked like when I was 5 years younger. I think I might have had different glasses, but actually I did have to go back and watch my own video to relearn how to play this. So it's a good resource for me, good resource for you. Check it out. All right, so this pattern that we're playing, it's really in 16th notes played at 84 beats per minute. We can subdivide that later when we need to slow it down for practice. But I think of it as it's really a grouping of 8 beats that then repeats. But instead of counting 8, we're going to subdivide that into 3 sections. And I have 2 sections counting to 3 and 1 counting to 2 because 3 plus 2 equals 8. I know, everybody came here for a math lesson. But that pattern, I'm going to start with the C chord, and that goes from ceiling to ground. It goes open, open, 3rd fret, and play that with a bar. And my first pattern of 3 notes, I'm going to start with a strum, with a downstroke. Then my next beat is going to be generated by a hammer-on, and a hammer-on is literally what it sounds like. I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm going to hammer it on to the 5th fret of string 2 from the ground. So press that up, down hammer. The purpose of a hammer is to make it sound tonally a little, not as strong as a pluck, right? There's 2 plucks versus a pluck and a hammer. But you do it with the chord harmony and then add that note on. But to get that 3rd beat in our patterns of 3 notes, I'm going to finish it up with a light upstroke with a focus on string 1. And I'm going to have my pattern of 3. Down, hammer, up, and then my pattern of 2 will be down, hammer. So it's down, hammer, up, down, hammer, up, down, hammer. And then I repeat that. So say if I want to play it twice in a row, it's down, hammer, up, down, hammer, up, down, hammer, down, hammer, up, down, hammer, up, down, hammer. And in the context of the song, they do the 3 beat pattern a 3rd time, but don't do the 2 beat pattern and fill it in with some cool double step fills. So if I put all 3 of those together, it would go down, hammer, up, down, hammer, up, down, hammer, down, hammer, up, down, hammer, up, down, hammer, down, hammer, up, down, hammer, up. And then you throw in the fills. But before you throw in the fills, you just want to make sure you get comfortable playing that pattern. So down, hammer, up. I can count it if I'm in 16th notes as 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and 3, 4. Or if I break it up into my little groups, counting 3, 3, and 2, it's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, fill. Okay, but again, before we get to the fills, let's practice at slower tempos, getting this movement to feel natural. And this is the strum pattern that works well for me. Hopefully it works well for you as well. So we talked about songs at 84 beats per minute played at 16th notes. So I can first try to start playing it on my app, which is called Drum Beats Metronome, at 60 beats per minute. That's the slowest it goes. So we'll start there, and if that feels too fast, we will slow it down in the next little clip. All right, so it goes 2, ready, go. Right? Back that up and repeat it if you need to. But if that feels too fast, we're going to subdivide those 16th notes into 8th notes. So we're playing 16th notes at 60 beats per minute. That means we can play it as 8th notes at 120 beats per minute, and it would be exactly the same speed. But my count would be different. Instead of going 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then the 4. All right, so for there, I'm going to start that thing right up at the normal tempo, but play it as 8th notes, so it's really half time. 1, 2, ready, go. That pattern: down, hammer up, down, hammer up, down, hammer down, hammer up, down, hammer up, down, hammer. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Rhythm wise, it was kind of like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's the mental game. However you want to count it. 3, 3, and 2, count it by the 8th notes, count it by the technique movements that we're using, find which one works best for you, and then from 84 beats per minute as 8th notes, then we kind of bump it up, make your next goal, I don't know, like 100 beats per minute. Really probably make it like 106, but if 106 seems too fast, 106 would probably be like 3/4 tempo. But if that feels too fast, go somewhere in between. So I'm going to go 106. 1, 2, ready, go. Down, hammer up, down, hammer up, down, hammer down, hammer up, down, hammer up, down, hammer. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Cool. And the goal is play it as much as you can until it just starts to feel more comfortable, more natural, and then make goals to bump up that tempo hourly, daily, weekly, whatever works for you and your schedule. All right, so then my next goal would be go up to 120 as 8th notes. Might be easier to count here. So go 1, 2, ready, go. Sweet. So if you got it there, then that same speed that you just played it at, we'll play it at 60 beats per minute, but with a value of 16th notes. So the beat will be slower, but our attack of those notes will be the same. 1, 2, ready, go. Once you get it there, then just start bumping it up incrementally. But it won't quite go to 84 yet. Maybe I'll go to like, I don't know, 72. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, then my next goal, get it up to 84. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Cool, but don't stop just there at 84. Try to push yourself a little bit faster than the actual tempo of the song, so that way when you play at the regular tempo, it'll feel slower. So maybe I'll make my next goal, I'll go to 90. 1, 2, ready, go. So I had a little hiccup in there. What did I do? Did I give up? No, I stopped, reset myself, and just continue that pattern over and over again. And that's the goal. The other thing is, as you go faster, our natural tendency is to want to tense up. That's the worst thing that can happen. Do the opposite. Use your mind to tell your body to relax. The more relaxed you are, the smoother everything will flow. It'll be great. All right, so once we get it there, then we'll go back to 60 beats per minute. Playing a 16th notes, and we'll add in the fills. Pattern 1, 2, 3. Remember, we don't finish that one, and then I go to a double stop, which is 2 notes at the same time. I'm going to play string 3 from the ground at the 2nd fret, string 2 from the ground at the 1st fret, which is really like kind of like a G7 chord. I'm going to leave the 2 outside strings open, and it sounds cool if you hit these 2. And I'm going to hit that first harmony, hit it again, and slide it 2 frets towards the body, so I'll end up on frets 4 and 3. So in context of the whole thing, it'd be now I don't think they hit it a second time up there, but I do because it kind of fills the gaps. The second time, the fill is going to be very similar. Instead of hitting this harmony twice and sliding up, I'm going to hit this harmony and immediately slide up. Come back to the first harmony, and then opens. So it's like a kind of a G7 harmony, A7 harmony, back to a C harmony, C6 harmony, something like that. All right, so that second fill will come in like this. Third fill is the same as the first. And then you get the chorus turnaround, which is this little lick. It's going to kind of use what we're already playing, but individual notes instead of harmony notes. String 3, slide from fret 2 to 4, then hit string 2 at fret 3, and then go back to string 3, slide from frets 2 to 4, back to 2, to the open. And then we're going to slide into that higher harmony. So it goes 2 to 4, 3 in the next string, 2 to 4, back to 2, to the open. Slide into that harmony. And then we play an A minor third double stop harmony, which would be the 5th fret of string 2, 3rd fret of string 1. Do it down, up, up, down, up, up. I'm going to grab a G chord. For this, I'm going to bar my first finger across the 2nd fret of the 3 strings closest to the ground and tack on my middle finger to the 3rd fret of string 2. So it goes 0, 2, 3, 2. And this one is just a broken chord. I'm going to hit the highest 2 strings and then the next 2 lower strings and the next 3 lower strings. So put those together. That's how I close out the chorus. So put it all together at 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, go. Like that. Again, I had to watch my own video and I need to practice up in this too. So that was 60 beats per minute. Let's do it at 72 beats per minute. To me, this is going to feel a little easier because slowing it down is kind of tough. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. lot better, because the faster you go, the less time you have to overthink it and the muscle memory sets in. All right, then we'll go to the 84. This is our goal, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Definitely, I feel like I played that better at 84 than I did at 60. What do you think? All right, and then do that push. Get up to 90. Play it at 90, 84 will seem much easier. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Cool. Then you go back to 84 and play it. I guarantee it'll feel much easier. All right, so again, if you want more on the song, click the original video from 5 years ago. Hopefully this helps that specific person that asked about this question. If anybody else has any questions or requests, leave them in the comments below, whatever platform you're watching this on, and yeah, come see me for some more. Most importantly, have fun with it.